Good day, life is good. Now I'm joking. Listen. You see, when I was growing up here, these are the sort of things that we wasn't allowed to do as a kid. Yeah, so you wasn't allowed to stand like this because we was told you can't have your hand akimbo. We don't know what that means, but we couldn't put our hand on our hips like this. We couldn't put out our tongue like we wasn't allowed to poke our tongue out. So when you grow with a certain type of upbringing, yeah, you turn out different. You see it, and you're supposed to not be tolerant to certain things. So you see me, I just want to let you people know, yeah, that when you're from the old school generation, when they was growing us up and letting us watch all of these old school movies, black and white and thing, in reality, the people with the buff throat and the strong jawbone, my nan used to always look at the women, yeah, right, especially Deirdre, Coronation Street, and she used to always talk about her throat and her jawbone, innit? So it's not like these big people didn't know. They didn't want us to follow certain things because it puts you in a situation where you'll pick up other people's traits. You get it? So if you was grown in a way where them things, you get slapped, take your hand off your side, don't put your hand on your chin like this. Certain things, you get me? So when we see it nowadays, yeah, it's normal. You get it? Like my little niece now, things like that we couldn't do. We would get boxed up. The people that we had to follow realistically was people that had manners and etiquette, like tea at Tiffany's, things like that. I don't care if you lot don't wanna, if YouTube's gonna strike me, but at the end of the day, yeah, right, you lot need to understand, yeah, right, that most women got their etiquette and their manners by watching TV. And when they was watching TV, the women that they thought was women weren't even women. And I'm not gonna start calling people's name here, right, because it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful. If you know the difference between a man and a woman, yeah, right, then you should know. A woman's mouth ain't meant to be big, brother. A woman ain't meant to have no jawbone like that that's protruding out the side of her face. Now, whatever you present yourself to me as, I'm gonna respect you, you know. I'm gonna respect you because you're presenting yourself to me. I've had plenty of friends with jawbone and thick throat, and you see it. I went college at 17. I learned anatomy and physiology, different face shapes, and all of these things. You see me though. What my point is that if we are all gonna be here in this one earth, and we're meant to respect each other, you're modeling yourself on me. I'm modeling myself on you. Do you understand? People like RuPaul, yeah, the way they used to walk, and we was hypnotized. They were sexy. They were sophisticated. They had glamour. They was glamorous. All of these people now with their tongue out and that's not the way that we was raised, and we was raised specifically, purposefully by drag men. And now all of these people out here now, yeah, right? That's why the real gays don't like people. The real transgenders, the real people out there. We grew up seeing transvestites. We grew up seeing it. Seeing man on the bus with big woman suit on and it's a man with hair on his face, wearing women's clothes. These are not things that we're not unaccustomed to these things. But you see, when you start trying to push out real women and real men, what are you modeling yourself on? It doesn't even make sense. You are out here pretending to be something that you're not and trying to destroy the real thing that you're modeling yourself on. Do you don't see what they're doing? It's time for people to stop, you know. As I said, I've been saying it for the last couple of months. It's done. It's finished. Because if real people can't get to be real, we're going to tear this bitch up.